Congratulations on making it so far to week 5 of our English 101 class. And we're going to talk more about how to write an essay from start to finish. And so without further ado, I will share my screen. Writing essays from start to finish. Just as a personal anecdote can be a disorganized mess, an essay can fall into the same trap of being out of order and confusing. This is why that writers need a thesis statement to provide a specific focus for their essay and to organize what they are about to discuss in the body. And just like a topic sentence summarizes a single paragraph, the thesis statement summarizes an entire essay. The thesis statement tells the reader the point you want to make in your essay, while the essay itself supports the point. The thesis statement is like a signpost that signals the essay's destination. You should form your thesis before you begin to organize an essay, but you might find that it needs revision as the essay develops. Elements of a thesis statement. For every essay you write, you must focus on a single idea or central idea. This idea stems from a topic you have chosen or been assigned, or from a question your teacher has asked. It is not enough merely to discuss a general topic or simply answer a question with a yes or no. You have to form a specific opinion and then articulate that into a controlling idea, the main idea upon which you build your thesis. Remember that a thesis is not the topic itself, but rather your interpretation of the question or subject. For whatever topic your professor gives you, you must ask yourself, what do I want to say about it? Asking and then answering this question is vital to forming a thesis that is precise, forceful, and confident. A thesis is one sentence long and appears towards the end of your introduction. It is specific and focuses on 1 to 3 points of a single idea, points that are able to be demonstrated in the body. The thesis statement forecasts the content of the essay and suggests how well you will organize your information. Remember that a thesis does not summarize an issue, but rather dissects it. A strong thesis contains the following qualities. Specificity. A thesis statement must be precise enough to allow for a coherent argument. It must be precise. It must have the ability to be argued. It must have the ability to be demonstrated with evidence and proven with evidence. It must have forcefulness. A thesis statement that is forceful shows readers that you are in fact making an argument. And a thesis statement needs confidence. In addition to using force, you must also use confidence in your claim. And so your thesis statement needs to be specific, it needs to be precise, it needs to be arguable, it needs to be, provable by credible evidence, it needs forcefulness and confidence. Your thesis will probably change as you write, so you will need to modify it to reflect exactly what you have discussed in your essay. A thesis statement begins as a working thesis, an indefinite statement that you make about your topic early in the writing process for the purpose of planning and guiding your writing. Working thesis statements often become stronger as you gather information and form new opinions and reasons for those opinions. Revision helps you to strengthen your thesis so that it matches what you have expressed in the body of your paper. Ways to revise your thesis. You can cut down on irrelevant aspects and revise your thesis by doing the following. Pinpoint and replace all non-specific words. Clarify ideas that need explanation. Replace any linking verbs with action verbs. Omit any general claims that are hard to support. And so proper essays require a thesis statement to provide a specific focus and suggest how the essay will be organized. A thesis statement is your interpretation of the subject, not the topic itself. A strong thesis is specific, precise, forceful, confident, and is able to be proven with credible evidence. A strong thesis is debatable and can be supported with evidence. A weak thesis is simply a declaration of your topic or contains an obvious fact that cannot be argued. Depending on your topic, it may or may not be appropriate to use first-person case. Revise your thesis by ensuring all words are specific, all ideas are exact, and all verbs express action. If your thesis gives the reader a roadmap to your essay, then body paragraphs should follow that map. The reader should be able to predict what follows your introductory paragraph by simply reading your thesis statement. The body paragraphs present the evidence you have gathered to confirm your thesis. Before you begin to support your thesis in the body, you must find information from a variety of sources that support and give credit to what you are trying to prove. Select primary support for your thesis. Primary support can be described as the major points you choose to expand on your thesis. It is the most important information you select to argue for your point of view. Each point you choose will be incorporated into the topic sentence for each body paragraph you write. Your primary supporting points are further supported by supporting details within the paragraphs. Identify the characteristics of good primary support. In order to fulfill the requirement of good primary support, the information you choose must meet the following standards. Be specific. The main points you make about your thesis and the examples you use. Expand on those points that need to be specific. Use specific examples to provide the evidence and to build upon your general ideas. These types of examples give your reader something to narrow and focus on. Be relevant, so your primary support has to be relevant to the thesis. So primary support is considered strong when it relates directly to the thesis. Primary support should show, explain, prove your main thesis without delving into irrelevant details. Be detailed. Remember, your thesis, while specific, should not be very detailed. The body paragraphs are where you develop the discussion that a thorough essay requires. Using detailed support shows readers that you have considered all the facts and chosen only the most precise details to enhance your point of view. Pre-write to identify primary supporting points for a thesis statement. Recall that when you pre-write, you essentially make a list of examples or reasons why you support your stance. Stemming from each point, you further provide details to support those reasons. After pre-writing, you are then able to look back at the information and choose the most compelling pieces you will use in your body paragraphs. Select the most effective primary supporting points for a thesis statement. After you have pre-written about your working thesis statement, you may have generated a lot of information which may be edited out later. Remember that your primary support must be relevant to your thesis. Remind yourself of your main argument and delete any ideas that do not directly relate to it. Omitting unrelated ideas ensures that you will use only the most convincing information in your body. Choose at least 3 of only the most compelling points. These will serve as the topic sentences for your body paragraphs. So your primary supporting points are the reasons for your claim. So if I say that I would make a claim gun control is necessary because reason 1, reason 2, reason 3. And so reason 1, reason 2, reason 3 are the primary supporting points for my claim that gun control is necessary. And then paragraph 2 becomes reason 1, paragraph 3 becomes reason 2, paragraph 4 becomes reason 3. So that the 3 primary points of your thesis statements becomes the 3 topic sentences or the 3 reasons of your body paragraphs, and then you'll give sub-details of those topic sentences, and that will be the meat of your essay. When you support your thesis, you are revealing evidence. Evidence includes anything that can help support your stance. The following are the kinds of evidence you will encounter as you conduct your research. Facts. Facts are the best kind of evidence to use because they often cannot be disputed. They can support your stance by providing background information on a solid foundation for your point of view. However, some facts may still need explanation. Judgments. Judgments are conclusions drawn from the given facts. Judgments are more credible than opinions because they are founded upon careful reasoning and examination of a topic. Testimony. Testimony consists of direct quotations from either an eyewitness or an expert witness. An eyewitness is someone who has direct experience with a subject. He adds authenticity to an argument. An expert witness is a person who has extensive experience with a topic. This person studies the facts and provides commentary based on either facts or judgments or both. Personal observation. Personal observation is similar to testimony, but personal observation consists of your testimony. It reflects what you know to be true because you have experiences and have formed either opinions or judgments about them. Supporting topic sentences. Each body paragraph contains a topic sentence that states one aspect of your thesis and then expands upon it. Like the thesis statement, each topic sentence should be specific and supported by concrete details, facts, or explanations. Each body paragraph should be comprised of the following elements: topic sentence, supporting details, examples, reasons, arguments. Topic sentences indicate the location and understanding of the basic arguments of your essay. These sentences are vital to writing your body paragraphs because they always refer back to and support your thesis statement. Topic sentences are linked to the ideas you have introduced in your thesis, thus reminding readers what your essay is about. A paragraph without a clearly identified topic sentence may be unclear and scattered, just like an essay without a thesis statement. Your body paragraphs should follow the path of your thesis. Strong body paragraphs contain evidence that supports your thesis. Primary support comprises the most important reasons to support your thesis. Pre-writing helps you determine your most compelling primary support. Evidence includes facts, judgments, testimony, and personal observation. Reliable sources may include newspapers, magazines, academic journals, books, encyclopedias, and first-hand testimony. A topic sentence presents one point of your thesis statement, while the information in the rest of the paragraph supports the point. A body paragraph comprises of a topic sentence plus supporting details. So understand how and why organizational techniques help writers stay focused. And so the method, assess how and when to use chronological order, order of importance, and spatial order. The method of organization you choose for your essay is just as important as the content. Without a clear organizational pattern, your reader would get confused. The way you structure your essay helps your reader draw connections between the body and the thesis. You can have chronological order, order of importance, or spatial order. And as I mentioned in previous lectures, chronological order explains the history of an event, tells a story, explains how to do or make something, and explains the steps in a process. Chronological order is mostly used in expository writing. When you use chronological order, you arrange the events in the order that they actually happened. Order of importance. Order of importance is best used for persuading and convincing, ranking items by their importance, benefit, or significance, illustrating a situation, problem, or solution. Most essays move from the least to the most important point, and the paragraphs are arranged in an effort to build the essay's strength. Sometimes, however, it is necessary to begin with your most important supporting point, such as in an essay that contains a thesis that is highly debatable. When writing a persuasive essay, it is best to begin with the most important point because it immediately captivates your readers. Spatial order is best used to help readers visualize something you want them to see. Evoke a scene using the senses, writing a descriptive essay, describing objects in your space. And as the writer, you create a picture for your reader, and their perspective is the viewpoint from which you describe what is around you. The view must move in an orderly, logical progression, giving the reader clear directional signals to follow from place to place. The key to using this method is to choose a specific starting point and then guide the reader to follow your eye as it moves in an orderly trajectory from the starting point. So the way you organize your body paragraphs ensures that you and your reader stay focused. A strong organizational pattern allows you to articulate, analyze, and clarify your thoughts. Planning an organizational structure for your essay supports evidence and helps you conduct more effective research. Chronological order is useful for explaining the history of a subject, for telling a story or explaining a process. Order of importance ranks things, people, or events for persuasion paper, and spatial order describes things as they are arranged in space to help readers visualize something or create a dominant impression of your essay. Writing introductory and concluding paragraphs. An introduction establishes your voice and tone, or your attitude toward the subject. Introduces the general topic of the essay, and it states the thesis that will be supported in the body paragraphs. Methods of attracting interest. In the next few, that's the introduction. So when you write an introduction, you want to have a really good hook to grab the reader's attention. And then you have your 5 background sentences that give your thesis statement, that gives context to your thesis statement. And so here are many different ways in which you can hook the reader. By appealing to their emotions, use logic, begin with a provocative question, open with a startling statistic, raise a question or a series of questions, present an explanation or rationalization for your essay, open with a relevant quotation or incident, open with a striking image. So those are ways in which you can hook the reader. That's like the very first sentence. Conclusion. So when you conclude, you want to wrap up the essay. So it is not unusual to want to rush when you approach a conclusion, and even experienced writers may do so. But what good writers remember is that it is vital to put just as much attention into the conclusion as in the rest of the essay. A conclusion that does not correspond to the rest of your essay has loose ends. So the anatomy of a conclusion. First, you're going to restate your thesis statement. And in order to, so keep in mind that the ideas in your conclusion must conform to the rest of your essay. In order to tie these components together, restate your thesis at the beginning of your conclusion. This helps you assemble in an orderly fashion all the information you have explained in the body. Repeating your thesis reminds your readers of the major arguments you have been trying to prove, and also indicates that your essay is drawing to a close. A strong conclusion also reviews your main points and emphasizes the importance of the topic. The construction of the conclusion is similar to the introduction, in which you make general introductory statements. The difference is that in the conclusion, you first paraphrase or state in different words your thesis, and then you follow up with concluding remarks. These sentences should progressively broaden the focus of your thesis and maneuver your readers out of the essay. Many writers like to end their essay with a final emphatic statement. This strong closing statement will cause your readers to continue thinking about the implications of your essay. It will make your conclusion, and thus your essay, more memorable. Key takeaways. A strong opening captures your reader's attention. An introduction should restate your thesis, review your main points, and emphasize the importance of the topic. The funnel technique means that you place your thesis at the end of your introduction. A good introduction engages people's emotions, logic, and questions. Or explains the topic, or provides a striking image or quotation. A conclusion that does not connect to the rest of the essay diminishes the effect of the paper. The conclusion should remain true to your thesis. It is best to avoid changing your tone or your main idea in your conclusion. And close with an emphatic statement. And that's it for this particular. And so, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to the Professor H Writing Channel. And if you have any questions, reach out to me via email. And I'm always there to help you. So if you enjoyed this video, I hope that you'll watch future videos of mine also. So have a great week, and I hope to see you again for week 6.